30 seconds left in the warm-up. And then you got a minute off shot. That's it. What's happening?
Didn't hear it come through. Could you come up to the top office, please?
That's warm-up open, boys. Nope, about to go live on the screen. What's happening?
I just had 14 and it was lining up with the draw.
Cool.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to the banks of the Murray River on the Victoria, New South Wales border. We've got the under-19s and under-21s youth beach volleyball tour event. Under-19s here on centre court. Welcome to you. My name is Ben Abbott. I'll be your commentator and host for this event's proceedings. Our next match here on centre court. This is the top of the table clash to top the pool and progress through in this competition. On the far side, about to serve, Killian Donovan and Adax Brienen from New South Wales, taking on the combination of Timothy Ebbs and his partner Benjamin Farley, New South Wales and Western Australia combination. First points on the board, done and dusted already in this match. Best of three. First two sets of 21 points. Third deciding set, if required, we go to 15. We've seen both teams out here on centre court today. Fantastic matches so far by these teams. And this one's shaping up to be an epic battle. 1-0 scoreboard. Killian Donovan with ball in hand. Nice shot down the line. Tim Ebbs, initially from the New South Wales Port Macquarie. That's his home base. He's now based in Canberra. Very different transition. But he's down there, a part of the Australian Volleyball Academy. His partner, Benjamin Farley from Western Australia, also based in Canberra now as a part of the academy. Timmy Ebbs get a big stuff lock. Fantastic stuff, and he loves it. Have a bit of a chat to that young man yesterday afternoon. Know him from the New South Wales Beach Volleyball Tour. We were working around up there, and I asked him, mate, where's your pair of sunglasses? And he's yet to acquire a pair of sunglasses. So he's rocking the hat, and yeah, he's going to let the eyes do their work a little bit harder than probably what's required. Anyway, he's out there. He's got a nice block. He's retreating on the block now. Gets a good dig. He'll transition. No block in front of him. And gets a nice shot. Asking the question of the defense. Adax Brienen had to make a decision. It was 50-50 on the touch. So we've got a 3-1 scoreboard out here on centre court. Ben Farley from the Wild Wild West. Back to the baseline now. Serving down the line on Adax Brienen. The shot down the line. He gets a one-handed scoop. Fantastic stuff by Farley. He's up and about. Lost the hat. Hits the antenna. He's rewarded for his efforts. And it reveals one of the most common haircuts, unfortunately, on the tour. The mop. He gets a quicker haircut. Maybe just an adjustment of the equipment. The sunglasses there, and he serves. Ball interrupting just before this play starts, coming from court number 2 over there. They go through their warm-ups as well. 4-1 on the scoreboard. Down the line once again at Adax Brienen. Cut shot. Ben Farley again is on fire in defense, getting some really good touches. He gets a scoop, and Tim Ebbs puts it over on 2. 5-1, a fantastic start for these guys here. A little bit of an age gap between these 4 athletes. as that ball goes into the net. A much-needed point for Killian, Donovan, and Adax, Brienen. We'll go around, swapping into multiples of 5. 2-5 scoreboard. These two young gentlemen closest to your camera and to your screen. Both 16 years of age, playing in the under-19s division. They are competing it so well. Timmy Ebbs, the 18-year-old, out-muscles his New South Wales counterpart. Ben Farley looks about 18 as well. It's a good match so far. The scoreline doesn't quite suggest it, but it's going to be close. And Adax Brienen just sends that wide. It's a great swing. We talked about earlier as well. He's quite an aggressive player. Gets up high. He's fast. Explodes out of the sand. And you just saw then, powerful swing just wide of that sideline. So 7-3 on the scoreboard. Tim Ebbs serves short on Adax. Keeps it alive and a free ball. Going to Farley. Indecisive on how to play the ball. No block down the line. Donovan with the scoop. Out of the net. Adax. A little bit sticky there. Actually deemed a double contact. So as he got it out of the net, he must have just caught it twice. Maybe on the forearm and the wrist. Just one motion, but deemed a double contact. Great back set. Great play. Good touch on the block. Turns well. Sets it for his partner, but just sends it long. A few discussions between athletes and officials. Probably talking about what an amazing spot this is for the Australian Youth Beach Volleyball Tour. Second round here on the banks of the Murray River. Ben Farley to serve, deep on Adax Brienen. Handles well. Killian Donovan pushes and a handling error. Great pass there, Adax Brienen. Steps in, aggressive approach. That's the swing we were talking about. Takes on the defense. Threads the needle. Avoids the block. Beats the defensive player. Switch of ends. Once again, multiples of 7. The first 2 sets of beach volleyball. We've got a 10-4 scoreline in favour of Ebbs Farley. Brienen to serve. Deep on Farley. Touchdown serve. Confusion. Really well placed. Borderline in or out, but had to make a decision and didn't quite make it quick enough. Had a bit of time. A bit of a loopy serve. This time, well in and an overpass. So an opportunity now as Adax Brienen capitalizes. And it tags the tape on the way through. So closing the gap within 4 now. 6 serving 10. Serving on Tim Ebbs once again. This time controls it well. Steps in. Lovely cut shot by that young man. Not quite at the top of his reach. Had to push it a little bit as opposed to the snap or the flick of the wrist. But he played it so well. 11 points on the board now for Ebbs Farley in the blue singlets. Closest end to our camera. That ball just going wide. Opportunity now for Killian Donovan. Jump serve on Ebbs once again. Good pass, hand set. Defensive touch onto Adax Brienen. Really good, but the touch in defense, even better to create that opportunity. It wasn't a net touch call, but the shot was still a guaranteed winner anyway. What a shot. So the young New South Wales athletes here hanging tough. Need a couple points now. They've got some good service pressure. Targeting Tim Ebbs. Goes deep, and this time just goes long. They got to within 3, and it's back to 4 now. So 12 serving 8. Ben Farley to the baseline now. They serve on Adax Brienen. Good hands, no block. Causing confusion as he snaps it long. We spoke about it earlier as well. Different tactics used. Could be a perfect set, but as soon as the attacker or the offense don't see a block, it asks the question of what shot they should go to, and confusion can be called. As we go to the technical timeout of this first set, scoreboard at 13-8 in favor. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Just a snippet there of this beautiful part of the world that we get to call round 2 of the Australian Youth Beach Volleyball Tour. Piggybacking off the back of the Australian Beach Volleyball Tour, kicking started on the weekend. The Cobram-Barooga Classic. 4th time we've been invited back here. We take full advantage in this beautiful part of the world. The community opens up their arms. Come down and supports this fantastic sport as we watch the future generation strut their stuff, the best in the business of their age groups across the country. Checking with the score here on center court. It's 9 points, serving 14. Adax Brienen to the serve. Goes short, Tim Ebbs. Tough ball to handle. It'll be a free ball. No, he somehow finds a swing through the paddle pops. The upright arms of the block of Adax Brienen. Something out of nothing then. Some good serving from the young boys in the magenta. They need a side-out point here. Down the line on Adax. Good pass, good set. Down the line, Farley's there though. Transitions behind play. Oh, his eyes lit up. You could tell he put a little bit more effort into that one. Just got maybe a little bit too ahead of himself, a bit too excited. So double figures now for both teams. 10 points on the board for Donovan Brienen. Jump serve down the line on Ebbs. As a point on the board. Bit of confusion there. Farley might have thought he heard a second whistle, but he didn't. So he made no effort to get that ball. Great serve nonetheless there from Killian Donovan. Back to within 4. We've been in the position of 4. Can they claw another one back? And he, oh my gosh, I thought he did. That was a great serve, just missing that corner. Some of the skills on these young athletes, so impressive. The ball control is just so good. A lot of these guys do so much work on just the basics. That handset there is phenomenal. Adax, his footwork to the ball, jumping, snapping high, utilizing the weaker part of the block. Little things like that, just so crucial in the sport of volleyball, whether it's beach or indoor. The execution of the basics, so important. As they switch ends, in a 4-point ball game, 12 serving 16. Serving on Tim Ebbs once again. Steps in, Timmy Ebbs this time. Crushes across court. Tagging the sideline on the way through. You see him speed up again. Just getting his feet to the ball, snapping high. We'll just confirm, I think. the ball was deemed in. Yeah, by our first official, there is a bit of confusion. Nope, it was out. So the refereeing has been taken into the players' hands for that particular point. All four athletes agreeing that ball had gone wide and, in fact, out. So a point went the way of Killian, Donovan, Adax, Brienen. We believe it should be a 13-18 scoreboard. We've got 18-12 down there. We might have to check that in a second. But a nice setup play there. Well done from Adax, Brienen. A little bit of love from the tape as well. So that's point number 14, we think. We're going to double check. Like we said, with the guys down there on the call, but Killian, Donovan back to the serve. Jump serves on Tim Ebbs. Well handled. Jump set down the line, but he sends it long. Ben Farley. The idea was to obviously hold the blocker. When jump setting, he could have played it on two. Didn't quite sell it, and Adax was able to get out there and channel that ball long. It's a nice swing, just a little bit too deep. So we've got 14 serving 18. As the ball goes long. So 5-point ball game, 19 on the board for Timothy Ebbs and Benjamin Farley. This is the top Pool B. And go through as the top team from this pool into the final stages of this competition. Single elimination volleyball over the next 2 days. Timmy Ebbs steps in and takes the space, throws it back. A poker face walk as he shuts the door. Bringing up a set point for the boys in blue. Good serve. Great pass. Adax Brienen down the line. Timmy Ebbs throws it back. It's a little piece of it. Good touch in defense. Scrambling efforts. Short, drops it out of system now. You got your blocker defending. Killian Donovan, no regard for the defense. Snaps it down the line. Really good shot. Haven't seen much of Killian's offense in this set. They've been targeting Adax. But that's a great shot to stay in touch. So 15 points on the board now for the boys magenta. Adax will go back to the serve. Just needs to make him play. Can't lose this set on an error. The match earlier today, they had fantastic defense. When they controlled it and they stay composed, their offense is just as good. And that's a great shot there. Just tagging the line the way through. Killian read it well, just couldn't quite make the right decision. So the first set going the way of Timothy Ebbs and Ben Farley. And the advantage in this match, the top Pool B. Thanks for joining us once again, ladies and gentlemen, on the Oz Volley YouTube page. Live streaming across Australia and the world. Jump on our social media pages, Instagram, Oz Volley, and Facebook page as well. Drop a line, let us know where you're viewing from. And even share the link around the world as we showcase the future generation of this sport in Australia. Right now here on Centre Court. The Under-19 Boys Division, second set action coming your way. First set going the way of Timothy Ebbs And Benjamin Farley taking that one 21-15. And we Killian Donovan serve to kick start this second set. It's nice on Tim Ebbs. Great pass. The shot was looking for the drop shot just past the block. The first point's going to Adax and Killian. Brienen, Donovan. 1-0. Alex Brienen throws it back. 2-0 scoreboard. Positive start for these young men here on centre court. They need this set to keep the match alive and look to progress through the competition as the top seed in Pool B. 3-0 scoreboard. Farley looking to go on two, but Adax is there, and so is the net. Tough serving from Killian Donovan. Backing the jump serve, but the placement is what's key at the moment. Not necessarily the power, it's the placement, where he's putting this ball. This time is harder. Down the middle this time. Hard to handle for Tim Ebbs. Touch on the block. Adax bringing on two. Out of system. Oh, Killian Donovan with the charging block. There's a bit of a giggle at himself because he's definitely in no position there to form a solid block. So first points on the board for Farley and Ebbs. Farley to serve. Down the line at Adax Brienen. Bumps it high in the middle. No block. Dropping the ball. The flipper to keep it alive. Farley, no transition, steps up. Sends it wide though. So scrambling efforts from both sides. It's hot out here, ladies and gentlemen. It is warm on the sands of the Murray River. You see a few of the athletes, all the athletes in fact, wearing sand socks. Very unique style of sock. To keep the feet a little bit cooler. They're not just normal socks, ladies and gentlemen. They have a different base on the bottom there. Timmy Ebbs sends that one wide. So the scores continue to roll. 4-1. 5-1. Been talking about socks too often. I've lost track of the score. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Brienen to the serve. This time we've got Killian Donovan at the net. He's usually done all the defending, so they're starting to share the load. That might be the change in tactics. Good pull, great pass. Transition, Killian attack. Loves the tape and a little bit of a cheeky apology wave there, but he'll take the point and a really positive start for this second set for Donovan Brienen. 6-1 to get things going. Just confirming the service order here. We've got Brienen back to the baseline. Looks like this time we'll go back to the usual setup of Brienen at the net, Donovan in the backcourt. Pulls off the knee. Should have pulled that a little bit earlier. You could see him hesitate, and he should have just gone because he had a really good serve to set up a challenging pass. Just indecisive on the play there. You'll notice some blockers, depending on the pass they get. They obviously wait for the set as well, depending on how good that set is. But some of the athletes, if they're not big athletes, they can't hit sharp, you can retreat and play defense. You've got to turn, be open to the court, and ready to play defense at any height, not just a platform down low, but high hands, over the head, just reactionary defense. And Adax just got caught out there. As he says, down the line at Brienen and a really good swing into the corner. About a 50% swing for Adax Brienen there. He's got a cannon, this young man. Explosive, powerful, fiery, to say the least, out here on center court. 7-2, Donovan to serve. And that ball goes wide. And this is what was happening in the first set, and I think why they may have gone down in that first set. Just a few too many errors. Trying different things and not really sticking to one thing that was working. It was just trying to change things too frequently. And, a little bit of I formation defense there, but Timmy Ebbs still gets the dig and the transition. They somehow make it work. The giggles between them. But coming back to Donovan and Brienen, just a few too many errors, trying too many different things, and now they've found what's working there. Sharing the load a little bit. Communication is a lot better. You can see them interacting a whole lot more with each other and really just taking it point by point, which is fantastic. It's a great pass, good set. Cut shot, not good enough, though. Timmy Ebbs was present. He was big. He's already got a couple of blocks in this match. As Farley and Ebbs close the gap now within 2, 5, serving 7. Serves on Brienen once more. Good set, no block, open swing, dig by Farley. Transition, and a great shot by him. That's big. Back to within 1 now. Great job there, great spot by Farley, getting a really good dig. And hold his composure, finding the open court. And ball goes long. We'll get an end change out here on center court. 8-6, 2-point scoreboard. You can see in the distance on your screen there. Court number 2, the under-21 boys competition. Tall timber, big hitters out there. It's occasionally why that ball does come on to the center court and affect the run of play. We'll see them on the live stream tomorrow and day 3, the finals on Wednesday. Make sure you tune in for that. Lovely shot, Tim Ebbs. He saw the move in the defense. Bit of an I formation defense as well. Seems to be becoming a common trend here at this end of the court. It's a nice little drop shot there. He's back to serve now, coming through to block. Again, targeting Brienen. Brienen opens up the shoulder and sends it very, very wide. So these boys starting to lose their patience a little bit, and rather than stay in the rally or find different ways of winning a point, they're sort of backing their power. And we mentioned it is a strong asset of theirs, but when something's not working, you've got to find a different way to win a point. There's so many points and opportunities in volleyball, and these guys have got a good pass, a good setup. And yeah, cool, the defense is getting a lot of touches, but keep yourselves in the rally. Don't give away cheap points. Timmy Ebbs throws it back down again, so you can see the confidence taking a little bit of a hit now as Ebbs and Farley hit the lead, and they're up by 2 at 10-8 now. So it's very short. Brienen did so well to get that as he tracks this one down. Working hard. Oh, just going long. Tough ask. Did so well, though, to keep the ball alive and make an effort for that opportunity over the net. 11-8. Ebbs to serve. Again, pressuring Brienen. Donovan does well. And it's a good little pokey. Deep in the court. The over bump set. And a timeout called. Timeout not called. I didn't realize they were that close to the technical timeout. Midway through this second set. It's only a 2-point ball game. The boys need to understand it's only midway through the second set. They've got plenty of time, plenty of opportunities to win points. You take a deep breath. Just take each point as it comes. Great pass. This could be the start of it. Defense is there. Can Adax get a block here? Cut shot. Onto the snap. Farley off balance. Can't control that one. And they stay in touch going to the technical timeout by 1 point. 11 points to 10. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Back here on centre court, just coming out of the technical timeout in this second set of the under-19 boys competition for the Australian Youth Beach Volleyball Tour. It's the second round, the first competition up in Mooloolaba. Two stunning locations to kickstart the summer for the Australian Youth Beach Volleyball Tour. First points on the board out of the technical timeout, going to Ebbs and Farley. We've got a 12-10 scoreboard. And that ball, an ace serve, Timmy Ebbs. Like we mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Australian Youth Beach Volleyball Tour. It's the inaugural Australian Youth Tour, and it's fantastic to see so many events up and down and around the country. We're going to celebrate and promote the future stars of this sport. Big swing down the line, Adax Brienen. It's a great swing there. This is what we want to see more of. The structure there plays so well. He'll go back to serve now. Serving on Timothy Ebbs. High in the middle. Deep swing, just long. It's another point back. 12 on the board for Donovan. Brienen in a must-win set to keep this match alive. Deep on Ebbs again. They just send it long and switch. Once more here on centre court. 4-point ball game. 16 serving 12. The Australian Junior Beach Volleyball Tour. Round number 2 of the under-19 boys division. Nice pass, better set, shot, red. On 2, Timmy Ebbs with the set. Oh, the jump bump. Something different. Transition now. Opportunity for Donovan. Taken. Farley's there again. Huge touch. This rally is unbelievable. High. Time. Resets. Farley transitions. Powers hard cross court. And crunches Donovan in defense. Unbelievable stuff from these athletes. What a rally. So late in the second set in the match. The energy exerted for that single point alone. We'll be huffing and puffing. You can see Adax Brienen, hands on knees. He worked some really phenomenal touches in that rally as Ebbs goes back and sends it long. And that's what fatigue will do, folks. Send a little bit of a rush of blood to the head. You just got to take your time between those points. Little tactical sort of things. You pick up the line and brush the sand off it. You can get your sunglasses clean just to give yourself a bit more of a break. Secret to the trade. Oh, a jump set. With a very low tempo ball. Not sure if that was intentional or not, but they'll take it. Within 4 points. Donovan back to the serve. Great serve there. Overpass, crunched, but follows through on to the net. Any contact with the net when playing the ball is an unfortunate loss of point. So 18 on the board for Farley and Ebbs. Farley serving into the tape. Couple of service errors from the boys in blue. Brienen back to serve. Donovan at the net. Good serve at Ebbs. Out of system. Good play. Donovan pulls. Easy dig for Brienen. Gets up. Uses the block, and a good point for the youngsters. Boys need to get a bit fired up. Need a bit of energy. They're good mates off the court. Have a good giggle, a good laugh, but they need some fire now. Use the cohesion that they have. Get some energy going. 15 serving 18. Into the net. Momentum killer. And a timeout's called by Adax Brienen for his pair. The boys go to their bench. Bit of a breather. Taught the tactics. Reset as we hose down this center court with a hot bank of the Murray River. We're back to it here on center court, still hosing down the hot sand. A little bit of dust out there as well. That's how dry it is here on the banks of the Murray River. So we've got 19, serving 15. Ebbs ball in hand down the line at Brienen again. The go-to play for the boys in blue. And Donovan fakes out the block, gives the opportunity to Brienen. But just sends it long as we go around, and it's a match point opportunity for the boys in blue. Ebbs to serve to get it done. Again, down the line, short on Brienen. They've kept it alive. Opportunity on two. The whole jump set, and he sends it along. Oh, we got a bit excited here in the commentary box. So did Ben Farley as he just sends it wide of the baseline. Match point opportunity number 2. Donovan serving at Ebbs. The wraparound play. It's good. Handling error from the set. And another match point saved. Great serve from Donovan. He just needs to make the boys play at the moment. Needs to make Ebbs, Farley play the ball, earn this match point. Adax got a nice touch block as well there. Held from the tape, kept alive. Adax pulls, gets a good dig. Good set, high, and sneaks it down the front of the block. That was a brave swing there. Lucky to get away with that. Ebbs has got a couple of blocks in this match already, especially on Brienen. So continuing 18 serving 20 now. Back on Ebbs. The set is good. The touch. Oh, just out of reach. And that'll get it done. Ladies and gentlemen, the winners. And topping the pool B will be Timothy Ebbs and Benjamin Farley. And a massive effort to the young boys, Killian Donovan and Adax Brienen. They'll still progress through this competition. Finishing pool B. 1 win, 1 loss. The next match here on centre court, another men's under-19 match, but we'll be back here live shortly. Stick around. Thanks for joining us once more. You're watching the Australian